Hi everyone. We got Chris today here as a volunteer because I'm not so much going to be talking about a case study. I want to talk about an exercise, and this was on your level 3, which is dealing with the torso deviations, but also it's going to be a beautiful tie-in to level 4, which is looking at the shoulder and how that affects the elbow and the wrist. A lot of times, as you're going to find with the level 4, there's a direct correlation with dysfunction that occurs at a person's wrist, elbow, and shoulder as a result of something going on in the thoracic spine or something not going on in the thoracic spine. And then that directly ties into scapular function as well. So what I want to talk about today was the exercise, the floor, block the 3 positions, and to kind of describe what's happening. I know a few of you, based on some of the emails, have used this, and they're getting really good effects using these torso deviation programs. So Chris is going to put his arms straight up on those blocks, and I just want to kind of talk you through what's happening here. So feet are pigeon-toed, and the reason for that is this goes back into level 1, which is feet position, how that could influence the tilt in the pelvis. So with the feet pigeon-toed, that's going to cause an anterior tilt in the pelvis. That's going to now almost give a mechanical advantage of the paraspinals to contract in the lumbar region. And then with his arms extended, because of the pull on the latissimus, and that blends into the low back, that's going to try to create more mid-thoracic into lumbar extension. So that's that part of it. Next part of it, arms straight up on the blocks, thumbs externally rotated or external rotation from the shoulders. The key with this is the rotation. If you don't externally rotate, you're not going to activate the mid-back and the mid-scapular stabilizing muscles. So it's really important. Now with this exercise, with your arms up, remember, your scapulars are going to want to rotate this way, right? So if this was Chris's shoulder blades, they're going to be rotating up this way, like this. Now as we go to the second position, so Chris will go to 45 degrees, now the scapula are starting to adduct and downwardly rotate. And that's really important. You're trying to get the client to almost retrain their scapular position and function in conjunction with what the glenohumeral joint is doing, in conjunction with what the thoracic spine is doing, and then how that ties into the lumbar spine. So it's a really complex exercise. With this position and the third position, there's actually going to be a lot more releasing of the, through the pec, even the coracobrachialis. All those muscles have to adapt, and then you're getting all the external rotators to activate. So the key on this one, most people when you do this, they're going to let their elbows bend. You want to keep the elbows locked straight, and then externally rotate again. So last position now you have the scapula here, and then you're causing them to adduct. And this is going to be the most powerful of the 3 exercises in regards to how much muscle activation you're going to get. There's a tremendous amount of T-spine, thoracolumbar regions, a ton of work. So if you palpate your client's mid-back and paraspinal muscles, they're going to just be lit up, on fire. So to me, this is a huge strengthening exercise. To me, this is much more effective than doing YTs and Is, because you have to first have the person's body have the ability to do it, and then as a progression, then I would go into the YTs and Is. So Chris is probably shot right now. He's not making noises, but that's pretty tough to hold it for that long. So that's going to be our semi-case study for the week. It's more about obviously the cues on the exercise, and then I just wanted to explain a little bit more in detail what that exercise is actually doing. So if you guys have questions, I say this to you every single time, post them on the site and take advantage of that. And we're going to be, level 4 is going to be in July, which we'll be sending out an email announcement. So we'll talk to you soon. Bye.